Deputy Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Emergency Services. Minister, given the establishment of a volunteer marine rescue service at Port MacDonnell has been investigated and advocated for over more than a decade, can you advise the House exactly what further investigation is now required and provide a time frame for when a decision will finally be made? And with your leave, Madam Deputy Speaker, and that of the House, I will explain.
Is leave granted?
The need for a dedicated marine rescue service at Port MacDonnell was formally raised with the state government as far back as 2012. In 2021, the then Minister for Emergency Services advised that the SES was considering the viability of such a service. 5 years later, I have now received correspondence advising that the matter has again been referred to the SES for further investigation. In the meantime, the lower South East continues to rely heavily on commercial and recreational fishers to respond to marine emergencies.
Member for Emergency Services.
I thank the member for Mount Gambier very much for his question, also for his correspondence representing the views of his local community. I know firsthand that the community has recently experienced an absolutely devastating time, and my condolences go out to the family, to the friends and to the broader community during this time, because it's nothing short of devastating of what has occurred in that local community. With that in mind, I'd also like to thank the amazing emergency personnel who came out and provided such crucial support during that time. I know the conditions were really tough. I know we were able to deploy the Kingston Marine vessel to provide supports. I understand that SAPOL also brought on marine vessels to help in that particular circumstance as well, as some drones too, in terms of some of the weather that we did experience there at that particular point in time was even too rough in itself for boats to go out in part of those searches. And it just goes to show the wide scope of investment that is put into our emergency services, how it can play a crucial role. Our investment in drones, for example, has increased of late, and it has proved to be a really important resource that we've used in community like yours as well in this point in time. In regards to that particular circumstance, I can't go too much further detail of that. Of course, it's under a coroner's investigation at this point in time, but what I would signal is that I'm eager to see the report once it is made available, to see what learnings we can take up on that. As Minister for Emergency Services, I'm always incredibly passionate about doing what we can to better support communities, but also to better support our emergency services personnel to help keep them safe. Now, of course, marine vessels do play a really important role in that. The member is correct. There has been reports and scopes and conversations and investigations in the past of this matter. It's played a really heavy role in determining where a lot of our marine vessels are currently situated in this point in time, and helps dictate what is needed and where. As the member knows, the SES continues to engage to see where we can enhance in that. Every year we do announce further funding to ensure that there is upkeep and investment to make sure there isn't a deterioration, but also where the needs are that those vessels are provided as well. It is something that the SES continues to explore about how we can build up upon. It's something they reflect to me. I understand that they have been engaging with the community, they've been engaging with the local government as well, and there are a few different factors that need to be taken into consideration. It's beyond the vessel itself and the location, which I appreciate the council has been very willing on. It's making sure that there's a volunteer base, there's training made available, and also then the sustainability of that piece as well. So it is certainly something that I'm taking seriously, as well as other initiatives that we can help in the area, as I've already touched on, equipment and training such as the drones, because it does play an important role to helping to address the greater issues. So I'll take the interest on board. I will endeavour to keep you up to date as those negotiations and conversations progress, and particularly with any updates that may happen in that space.